Good morning, afternoon, evening. Hello, people. Happy people. How are you? Welcome. My name is Dr. Stephanie Allen, and I am going to be your instructor for American History 1, HIS 201, United States History 1, whatever it is that you would like to call this wonderfully asynchronous course. That's what it is. So, again, you heard me say asynchronous course, right? This course is 100% online. There are no live face-to-face sessions, nor are there real-time class sessions where you log into Canvas and we engage and teach in real time and interact with one another. Instead, everything is prepared within your Canvas course shell. So course instruction is prepared in the form of micro lectures. That's going to be found within your Canvas course shell. Book quizzes, exams, discussion boards, everything happens in the Canvas course shell. You are allowed to participate in this course in a self-directed, with a few parameters, self-directed pace, as long as you observe the due dates that I have set for your book quizzes, exams, and discussion boards. As you get into your module, make sure that you are completing the syllabus quiz, reading the syllabus, and then complete the syllabus quiz. Let's go ahead and start exploring our Canvas course shell so I can kind of get you acclimated to the course. So we have a Start Here button. The Start Here button is going to link you to our Start Here module. It's a lot happening in that course shell, huh? It gives you a course overview. Course overview, again, is something that I've already told you, just that idea that this course covers from the Amerindian population all the way to the end of the Civil War, so 1865. You have your micro lecture, that's what you're doing right now. We have a discussion board and rubric tutorial. So for every discussion board, there is a rubric, which means that's the best way to ensure that you're getting all the points that you could possibly earn. So I recommend reading the rubric before you actually create your assignment. When you are creating your responses to my initial discussion board post, please make sure that you are not utilizing Chat, Gemini, Bard, or whoever the other AI friends are. I want you to start engaging in critical thinking. Like, I don't just create these assignments for the fun of it and to like traumatize undergraduate students. Like, that's not really what I'm doing with my life. It's not what my aim is on any given day. But my aim is to ensure that you leave me better than I found you. My aim is to ensure that you are like utilizing your critical thinking skills. I'm trying to make sure that you're able to ascertain what is pertinent from certain passages. I want you to be a consciously thinking human, not just somebody who's getting stuff off the AI. Don't get it off the line, people. Do the work. Stretch those little synapses. Get the brain juice flowing. Your brain has to be lubricated. And completing your own discussion boards, I imagine, I'm not that type of doctor, but I imagine that creating your own discussion boards lubricates the brain. I don't know. Could be possible. Next, there is a section that says meet your instructor, and it introduces me. So there is me in a sequin chiffon gown on a baseball diamond, because who doesn't go play baseball in chiffon? Again, Dr. Stephanie Allen. I am your American History 201 instructor. I have a bachelor's degree in secondary education social science, a master's in secondary education social science, a master's in straight history, and a doctoral degree in higher education administration student affairs. Say that 3 times fast. This is my 21st year of teaching. I only recently came to Calhoun full time, and prior to that, I was at Alabama A&M University for almost 20 years. That is a long time, people, a very long time. My office hours are also listed on this page. I'm really good at responding to email. I'm not so good at checking the voice messages on my office desk phone because I don't know how. Secret. So email me or send me a message in course messages. Let's look at your syllabus. So your syllabus is pretty straightforward. Again, no on-site meetings required, office hours posted. The course description is posted. Remember, I talked to you about Amerindians, colonial, revolutionary, early national, antebellum. Anytime we say antebellum, we are referring to the time period before the Civil War. So pre-Civil War is always going to be antebellum. Make sure you peruse your syllabus to see. We will discuss your textbook in another micro lecture. What you'll find is I'm trying to make history more accessible. So we'll talk about that momentarily. This class again is 100% asynchronous, meaning that it is 100% on the line. If you don't understand that on the line reference, that is a reference from a Vince Vaughn movie called The Intern. You should watch it. It is sheer foolishness, and you probably need a foolishness break. Watch it. It's good. Make sure you're submitting stuff on time, people. Life works out well when we do it that way. It says no extra credit is offered in this course, and that's like individualized extra credit. Because in actuality, I offer each of you an excess of book quiz points needed to be successful in this course. However, I only take your grade from a much lesser number. So let's say I offer you 250 book quiz points. I take your grade out of 200. Typically, I build in a cushion for you just in case, you have a bad day and you miss a couple of assignments or you miss a discussion board. I try to build in a cushion so your grade isn't adversely affected. Assignments are typically due on Fridays for book quizzes and Sunday nights for exams. However, with this summer schedule, that changed a little bit. And in the summer, it changes a little bit because that July 4th holiday throws things off, and sometimes Juneteenth throws things off. So just be mindful of the schedule that it might not always fall on Sunday for exam due dates. But I will always send you a Canvas announcement at the beginning of the week that details exactly which assignments you should be submitting prior to the end of the week. So your grading plan is 4 exams on the dates that are specified on the syllabus. So each exam is worth 15% of your overall grade for a total of 60%. You have multiple book quizzes that are given throughout the semester. Book quizzes count for 25% of your overall grade. Again, remember, I offer you an excess of book quiz points, and then I take your grade from a lesser number. So if you earn 270 out of the 250 that I offer you, that's automatically built in extra credit. And then the last 15% of your grade is assessed via your discussion boards. Typically, discussion boards will require an initial post from you, and then you will be required to respond to 2 classmates. There are parameters, there are guidelines, including word count, as well as proper citation of sources. As a historian and an instructor, we like when you properly citate your sources. Please and thank you. So again, watch that discussion board tutorial that I showed you earlier, and it will detail that information a little bit more. I also provide you with a course tentative schedule that kind of says, if you follow these readings, then you should probably be progressing through information in a timely manner, as opposed to trying to wait until the night before the exam to complete the assignments. So that is your syllabus, levies. Make sure that you complete the syllabus quiz. Make sure that you complete your attendance verification agreement. So, attendance agreement and verification, as well as your syllabus quiz, are both utilized to verify your attendance for financial aid purposes. As soon as the semester begins, as soon as you gain access to this course shell, please submit both the attendance agreement and verification, as well as your syllabus quiz. And then I would love for you to stop by the group discussion and introduce yourself to your classmates. It'll be fun. Yeah. From there, let's look at an actual module. So all modules are set up in the exact same format. I like consistency, and I've taken online classes, and I believe that the key to my success in those classes was the fact that the instructor was very organized and methodical about the way that they organized their class. So I too try to be methodical in the way that I organize my class, darling. Okay, so you have an overview of that particular module. So this one is about joint stock companies in Jamestown and Lord Delaware. He reminds me of, like, that name sounds like the guy from, is it Tangle? No, it's Frozen. Like, remember the guy with a little hat? And it's like his wig kept like flopping off. Lord Delaware reminds me of that. You have learning objectives, and you have like your to-do list. From there, you also have a reading list. Now, this is where I created something new for you, something I'm trying out. So you actually have scans of your textbook in your course shell. So you are not required to purchase a textbook because I have provided the scans for you. In an effort to make history accessible, I am also circling the sections that I want you to read. So if you zoom out, you'll be able to see the entire page, right? So England on the eve of empire, that's when I should read. England plants the Jamestown seedling, I should read that. I should read Cultural Clash in the Chesapeake. Like, these are the ones that you should be reading. I'm trying to save you time on reading. And you do not have to purchase a textbook for this class. If you are listening to the micro lectures, all is going to be well. And this is the second part of your reading. Is it? Yes, it is the second part of your reading. Okay, cool. So you had key terms, you had major objectives, you had the actual textbook scan. Now you have the micro lecture. Micro lecture is me sitting in an office or me sitting in my home office and talking to myself while I teach. And most of the times I'm having a joyous time and I am entertaining myself, watching myself in a little circle up there at the top of the computer, not camera. It is the camera, people. So you have micro lectures. Micro lectures are very detailed. I encourage you to take notes on the micro lectures. However, don't just write down what is on the screen. I also want you to, sometimes I talk for a long time. If you hear me repeat it, it is worthy of writing down, even if it is not on a slide. Got it? Once you listen to your assigned micro lectures, then you'll take your quiz. Once you take your quiz, then you are free to go to your next module. Again, what do we notice? The format is the same. You've got an overview, you've got a reading list, you have a textbook scan, you have the micro lectures, and then you have the Module 2 quiz. Your exams are listed under their own tab because exams are unit-based. So you have a Unit 1 exam that covers multiple chapters. So I can't put the exam in an actual chapter module because it'll feel out of place. So it literally says exams. And then, of course, you have discussion boards. And your discussion boards are found, you'll be able to find them. I don't see them right now, but you'll see them soon. All right, lovies, so this is the conclusion of this brief introduction to the Canvas course shell and the modules. And remember, I do micro lectures because I like the idea of you being able to get like little snippets. Everyone doesn't have time to sit down and listen to an hour lecture. but you do have 10 to 15 minutes. All right, make this course accessible. Have a great time. Bye.